Bob Lighthizer is a longtime trade hawk, somebody who, more than most Republicans, has favored U.S. striking back, getting tough. He was a longtime advisor, in addition to working for President Reagan, working for Bob Dole. And when Bob Dole faced a primary challenge from Pat Buchanan, who was running on a trade skeptic platform, saying that our jobs were being taken, Lighthizer urged Dole to adopt some of that rhetoric. So this is brand consistent for Donald Trump, and I think Lighthizer would be a popular choice within the Republican Party, somebody who's got a long track record. And Sonny Perdue, as Ag Secretary, would almost fill out the cabinet. We're still waiting for a Director of National Intelligence. So the China and North Korea stuff, not sure whether that was just a marker by the president-elect or something signaling that behind the scenes something is happening from his end.
Okay, so to me, the bigger question on the tweets is, do we think the tweets will continue after he becomes
All
president?
signs are that they will, and his aides have said that they will. This is a way of communicating that he enjoys, that they can't control.
He finds it effective, too. I mean, he's not just doing it to get his,
well,
you know, because he enjoys it. I mean, I think, it had a lot to do with the campaign. It had a lot to do with the way he speaks directly to the American people without going through the fake news apparatus of the mainstream media, right?
That's one way of looking at it.
I'll tell you what I'm scared of. I'm scared of Chicago or San Francisco or a city being within the range of an ICBM from North Korea.
Who isn't?
If you read there's an editorial in the Journal today that either the Obama administration or the Trump administration or both need to get together and do something defensively if he decides to test an ICBM and shoot it out of the sky. We have the capability to do that. Would these two administrations be able to work together to actually decide to do something which would be seen as provocative? I mean, he can already hit.
I doubt it.
So we wouldn't do that. The Journal's saying we have to do it.
Well, I'm not saying we have to or don't. I'm saying I doubt that that's going to happen in the
that
3
they're
weeks.
Test it, or that we would,
that we're going to shoot it out of the sky.
So we would let them test and become capable of. I guess when it re-enters, there's a way that you have to be able to preserve it if it's intercontinental, that they don't have that capability now. And if they do get it, they're full nuclear power. And they're trying to do that and get to that point before a new administration.
You know, I think there's still a significant view within the U.S. government that North Korea is kind of like the Three Stooges on this, and they're not going to be capable of getting this done. So I think that
kind of JV, like ISIS, sort of, or
real JV, below JV.
Below JV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 6th or 7th grade, but you know, we'll see. North Korea has had a consistent pattern of testing us with nuclear tests of various kinds that usually don't work very well, and they want to get attention. They want to get some concessions, and you know, we'll see.
This will be your nightmare, because he might, you know, President-elect Trump, he may decide, you know, to take the hard line on something like this. And
my nightmare is that he instigates something over Twitter. But I have a different question this morning, which is the other big story of the morning. House GOP votes to gut an office reviewing ethics. This just happened probably in, the last 12 hours.
That's extraordinary. You know, right out of the gate, you've got two different tracks going on. You've got the Trump administration with its appointments and policy development, and the Republican Congress, which has an agenda on the runway ready to go. And it was kind of jarring after a campaign when Drain the Swamp was one of the themes of the Republican Party, and the president-elect in particular, that they decide to weaken the Office of Congressional Ethics. And, you know, the Republican leadership said they were against it, that this is something that members, that bubbled up from members. And some of the people who pushed it were members
who had been attacked,
who had been investigated in the past. And they said, their argument was, we don't get due process. It's unfair. There are too many accusations hurled against us. And when you think about the campaign, I don't think there were a lot of voters who were going to the polls in November thinking, you know what? I think the ethics scrutiny of these members of Congress is too tough. I think we should weaken it a little bit.
So
I think there's some members.
What are the implications of this, though?
Well, the practice.
Did anything happen? Nothing.
To me, the only question is, A, whether the president-elect denounces it.
Right.
This would be a easy way for him to make points, anti-corruption points. or whether the leadership finds a way to quash it. Otherwise, they'll weaken the office. There won't be any immediate effect. It will simply be less scrutiny, less strict scrutiny, and it will be a talking point for Democrats to attack them.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.